All right, friends, welcome back to Frog Boy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about PC gaming being closer to consoles, console gaming, stuff like that. But first, we need to make sure the sound is actually working. So let me go ahead and jump on the stream and find out. Yep. Okay, we are good with sound. So hopefully image quality is good for you guys. I have decided in recent times to just go ahead and do all of the streaming at 1080p going forward. It's just easier, and then to just go right through YouTube and do that so that we can just hang out and have fun and not have to worry about all the stuttering and everything else that always seems to happen once we get up and going. So guys, yeah, PC gaming is starting to be a lot more like console gaming. You know, we have devices now like the ROG Ally. We have other other devices that are OEM that are made by like Asus ROG. You know, like the ROG Nook, stuff like that. A lot of APUs starting to come out that are pretty damn efficient, if you ask me. When you look at something like the ROG Ally, and then you look at Xbox's plans to go ahead and essentially develop and change the way the Xbox app or the Xbox app is going to run on PC, that to me, my friends, is starting. And then you look at all the new feature sets, like frame generation. You look at DLSS, FSR, PSSR on the PlayStation platform, and you start to wonder. It's like, okay, what the freak is really going on, and is it a good enough time right now? Due to the fact that like we're pretty much at a point where like visuals in video games, like we're like, what more could they really do to really enhance the overall visual quality? I kind of feel like we've already peaked out. I feel like we're already at a point now where the gains in visual quality gen on gen is just not as profound as it used to be. I mean, things like ray tracing that just literally destroy your performance to give you. I swear, it's sometimes ray tracing can be really nice to look at, but most of the time it really just does not add as much to the it just doesn't add as much as you would think it would, especially for the performance hit that you take. I was playing Gothic 1 Remake today. I was making a video. Somebody asked me to do a video. That has nothing to do with video games, my friend. Nothing at all. Well, I guess if we want to talk about that for a second, yeah, I don't really have anything to really say about that. I mean, I don't think it's our responsibility to do it. I don't think it's our responsibility to do it, but when it comes to ray tracing, performance wise, well, hardware wise, okay, and like there's like, how's it going, Kindred? If you look at this game like Gothic Remake, okay, I jumped on Gothic Remake to do a video today. I turned on the max freaking settings on this game, and even at 1080p, it was like 30 frames a second running on the freaking 9070 XT. And I'm like, oh my gosh, man, I'm happy with games at 1440p settings over 60 FPS. My 4070 and higher with frame gen, twice as good as console at least. First switch to PC, I realized AMD versus Nvidia was a thing. Oh yeah, absolutely. One of the things, because I've been doing a lot of testing, obviously on 1080p lately. Just got done reviewing that 1080p ultra wide monitor, and oh my gosh, guys, I'm at a point with gaming where just resolution is not the most important thing to me anymore. It used to be pretty important, especially back when, gosh dang it, you freaking thing. Back when Xbox One and PS4 Pro came out, like, yeah, resolution back there was kind of important because that was the new thing. That was what they were pushing. But to be completely honest with you, dude, I think that I kind of do, and I kind of do think that the consoles have really warped people's like sense about freaking about the um about resolution and stuff, man. Like, resolution is seriously not as important as a lot of people think it is. 1440p is clearly the sweet spot. 1440p gives you that clarity, plus, you still get performance. Whereas 4K, I've been trying to play around with some stuff at 4K today, and it is just I am extra large, maybe extra large. When I want to wear tight shirts, though, I wear large. Why? What size clothes are you? 38 pants. What's up, Lee Tech? How you doing, my friend? It's been a while. 4K 4K kind of sucks on PC, Ant Man. I've been playing a lot. Dude, I've been playing a lot of games today. I got in on Assassin's Creed Valhalla, turned it to 4K, and I'm sitting there, and I'm on the 9070 XT, so I'm like, okay, obviously I can do 4K on the 9070 XT. So I get into Assassin's Creed Valhalla today, and I'm sitting there at 4K, native 4K max settings, and I'm sitting there and I'm looking out, because I'm at this spot right now where I'm looking out, and like all of the freaking, there's no trees or nothing. It's just all kind of like hill. There's just a bunch of hills everywhere. Okay. Absolutely, I liked Doom Dark Ages, but there's all these hills everywhere, and there's no trees or nothing. So I just look out and I see these like soupy textures on 4K, and I'm like, dude, you don't see that stuff at 1440p or 1080p. It doesn't look soupy. It just looks soft. What's the better value, PS5 Pro or $750 9060 XT build? You can get a 70, you can get a 90, you can get a $750 9060 XT build. I mean, the XT build for $50 more would absolutely be the better deal, but I think you'd probably only be getting the 8 gig one than that. I think that would probably only be the 8 gigs. $9060 XT is a very potent card, very, very good, and it can easily do a lot of the stuff that, like, it can easily do what the PS5 Pro can do for sure. $379 for 16 gigabyte. Yeah, I would potentially I don't know. I would absolutely recommend 9060 XT build. If you're gonna do 4K though, if you're wanting it for 4K, then I would. I don't know. I don't know what to recommend for 4K these days, man. Absolutely not. VRAM doesn't really matter for retro gaming. I would say 360 or Xbox One generation games can legit run on 8 gigs of VRAM. See, when we get to the next gen consoles that are probably going to have 24 gigs of RAM, I think it's going to be more. I think this is the last generation. I kind of probably would recommend 16 gigs of VRAM minimum going forward. Not that 8 gigs is horrible. Like, you could still legit play that and have fun on an 8 gig GPU, but 16 gigs is probably my recommendation, just because of the fact that the next consoles are probably going to run 24 gigs of VRAM. Yeah, it does. It's no less than $1,000. Yeah, for sure. 9060 XT 16 gigabyte. if you built it yourself, you might be able to do it for $1,000, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. PS5 Pro aged like milk with the next gen Xbox. Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, I don't necessarily think it aged like milk. I think it PS5 Pro is pretty good, man, and I think people will be pretty happy with it. But if Xbox does come out with a new Xbox next year, then yeah, it aged like milk. But you got to look at it this way: the PlayStation 5 Pro is going to be a better console to hang on to. Gosh damn, why does it keep freaking going blurry? This camera sucks sometimes. This camera is a little bit weird sometimes. 12600K is cheap, yeah. My daughter has EVGA 3060 Ti 12 gig. How did she get a 3060 Ti 12 gig? They only made 3060 12 gig. They didn't do a Ti and a 12 gig, or everybody would have bought that and everybody would have been happy. The 3060 had 12 gigs, but the 3060 Ti only did 8 gigs, which was kind of weird. Like, I don't know, man. The 30 series was absolute freaking annoying for Nvidia. That was like a big misstep for them. If they had they freaking put VRAM on those cards, man, oh my gosh. 14600K. I mean, Intel needs all the help they can get right now. But with PC gaming, man, I feel like it's getting closer to consoles. And the only reason I say that is because I've been using the features a lot lately. And neural texture compression, it works good on gosh dang it, Alan Wake 2. So yeah, I would like to see more of that neural texture compression become available. It doesn't cut down as much as like we would like it to, but it does help. It does lighten the load on the VRAM. I think if you're going to go, I think if you're at a point where you're like ready to leave consoles and come to PC, I think the 60 class cards with 16 gigs of VRAM is a good place to start, for sure. But I would recommend probably going into the 70 class. That way you could pretty much turn on the features at 4K and be able to get a decent looking experience at 4K. Uh, 2 years before be expired video card for gaming. Twelve gigs is really, really, really good for 1080p. You can legit play everything at 1080p with 12 gigs. 1440p, still pretty good at 1440p. And then obviously 4K, you kind of do just need that 16 gig VRAM buffer so that you can play most games. Yeah, that Scepter is a good monitor. It is a good monitor. I definitely would recommend that. I definitely would recommend it. Figure out turn on the light so people can actually see me. It's like kind of dark in here. I don't know if that light is going to last throughout the whole live though. Oh, man, I've been up since early this morning playing video games, and I just decided, well, you know what? I'll go live later tonight and hang out with you guys. So what do you guys think, man? Like PS5 Pro versus like your entry level freaking experience on PC right now. Like this is the 5060 Ti, 16 gigabyte. It's a nice card. Asus Prime. It's a nice looking card, very nice aesthetic. Or the good old freaking 9060 XT, guys. Look at that bad boy. Radeon 9060 XT. You know what the funny thing is this card's cheaper and it has RGB. Well, this lights up, the XFX. I don't know what it is, but XFX is like my Xbox Future X or something. I don't know. Huh. Well, I'm running 34-inch ultra wide. Yeah, 15.6 underneath. Nice, nice. I like XFX, man. I've got the 7900 XT in here, and yeah, 79 XT magnetic air. Awesome, awesome card. But this card doesn't look bad either. Let's see if I can get you guys a good review. Like the way this one looks is pretty good. It's got that 8-pin, so you only need a single 8-pin. The only thing about this one here is like you can only use 3 displays. You've got 2 display ports and 1 HDMI, so you only got access to freaking gosh dang it, 2 displays at a time. But yeah, dude, the Radeon, this is the Swift model. This one's pretty good. I think you can actually get a Quicksilver in the 9060 XT as well. That one is a little bit more money. It's almost like $500, but in terms of like performance and everything, man, this 9060 XT is been a great card. Gosh, will you stop blurring out camera? Like I hate that so bad. I hate that so bad when that freaking camera does that. But I mean, like doing 4K video or live streams is just too much. Yeah. Gosh, why the hell am I yawning all of a sudden, dude? Like, what the hell? I wasn't yawning before I freaking started this. And then I get on there. I don't know, man. I like these Asus cards. And you can get this same version, the Prime, in a 9060 XT. So, yeah. I do like these. They run very cool, very nice. So, you can also get 9060 XT and 9070 XT in the Asus Prime versions. I don't know why the hell I'm yawning, guys. This is so annoying. Maybe I'm not getting enough air oxygen to my brain. My little AMD can. Ooh. My little AMD water bottle. That's crazy. That's crazy. Impressed with AMD. AMD is very good lately. I mean, I thought they were good last generation. That's when I first got one. Well, this somebody from the community sent it to me actually. They sent me a whole freaking AMD care package, a whole bunch of shirts, a whole bunch of hats. I was like, nice. I should start wearing the other one, the Radeon shirt too, when I do my AMD videos. What's up, Charles? Yeah, I'm gonna start doing lives a little bit more often just because. I've got 3 more bottles of vape juice until I'm completely out and they don't sell it in my state no more. So it's going to be quite interesting when that happens. Guess I could just go back to cigarettes. No, I'm joking. I'm not doing that. Well, at least I hope I'm not doing that. NR200. I don't know what that is. I don't think I did. NR 2003. No, I don't think I did. Way out for the first time. Nice, nice. That is cool. Yeah, I stopped doing the live streams because they were just getting way too toxic. So as long as they don't get toxic again, I'll keep doing the live streams. Hey, what's up, Joseph? As long as they do not get toxic, we can start doing them again. Why would anybody buy a 59 or 4090? Those things catch on fire. Oh, NASCAR simulator from 2003. Oh no, I never. I'm not a NASCAR guy, dude. I don't care for NASCAR much. In terms of like, like the racing and stuff, I've never really cared for it. It's gonna melt the power connectors and the freaking power supply. 6090 is. This camera, man, like I wish it would just freaking lock. I wish it would let me just lock it so it doesn't do like the Threat Interactive. Yeah. Apartment complexes. Oh yeah. To me it's just crazy. Like you don't even need the 5090. You can legit buy a 5070 Ti, turn on frame generation, and have a freaking high refresh experience at 4K. Like there's no need for a freaking 5090. Threat Interactive? Are we oh wait, is that a hey, what's up, Cabbage? Is Threat Interactive a studio? Don't need a 5090. You really don't. You can do everything you need to do with a 5070 Ti at 4K, man. A is more than enough for. Oh yeah, absolutely. All of those GPUs with frame generation, it really is great. I will say that the 50 series and the RDNA 4 cards do run frame generation a lot better than last gen though. It isn't a meaningful upstep. It's absolute waste of money. 5090 is a waste of money, and I laugh at every single person that buys them. I think they are funny. They're like, look, guys, I can play freaking Cyberpunk at 30 frames per second. Oh, yeah, I don't need the tools. I don't. Anybody that buys a 5090 and says that, and then they're still sitting there turning on DLSS and playing their games, man. I'm like, why waste your money if you're gonna pay $3,000 for a GPU and then turn on the features? Why even waste your money on it? Seriously, why waste that money on that GPU when you can legit play everything at 4K on a 5070 Ti using frame gen and DLSS? It's just not worth it. Most 4K monitors max out at 240 frames. 240. I can usually get quality settings and everything on the 5070 Ti up to 140, up to almost 200 frames a second on some games. So you're trying to tell me you're going to spend $3,000, you're going to still have to use all the features, and then you're going to get what, 240 frames? You're going to get 240? The only other monitors that have higher are what, 1080p. This one does 480 at 1080p, and I can usually hit that with a 5070 Ti or even 9070 XT. 3440 by 1440p, those go up to about 330 frames. So like technically right now, what monitor are you going to be able to utilize the full power of the 5090 with frame generation, like what 240 is about the maxed out you can go. So it just doesn't even make a lick of sense. Oh yeah, you get to say I have a 5090. I have a 15 Threat Interactive. It's talking on modern gaming practices, namely Unreal Engine issues and the blur. Basically, he is showing ways to do things to make visual. Oh, is that the guy that is that Threat Interactive? Is he the one that does the videos calling out like the developers and everything else? The real skinny guy? Yeah, I think I do. I think I do know who he is. I wouldn't even buy a 5090. It just there's no need for it. I have everything I need with a 5070 Ti. Everything I need. Even a 5080 doesn't make sense. It just the only reason I would the legit only reason I would buy a 5080 is to get the Asus ROG Astral. If they would make that card in a 5070 Ti, I would buy it. I would go get that. I would sell my Prime and I would get that. But a 5080, yeah, it's a beast, no question, but it's also a fire hazard. Speak out, they will get their you know what together. Um I don't think they even really care at this point, Joseph. I think game developers are I really just don't think they care. They probably already feel like their games are just going to get trashed when they come out anyway, so it doesn't even make any. I mean, it is lazy, but I don't necessarily think it's lazy. I think that um, I think that a lot of it has to do with the screens too, man. Anything like LCD or whatever else just adds blur. LCD screens add a layer of blur to them, where OLED's a little better, but hard to agree. I had the choice to get a 9070 XT or 5080 and chose a 9070 X2. XT way better price. The performance runs amazing. Oh yeah, exactly. Unless you are Resident Evil. CRT is the best, man. CRT is absolutely the best for clarity, bro, and motion freaking clarity. I don't know, man, but that technology, bro, was so heavy. It was so heavy to make those screens. Exactly, dude. Exactly. Buying a 5090 for gaming right now makes absolutely zero sense. It's just too much. Resident Evil is killing it. I mean, yeah, the 5080 is kind of a hard sell. I mean, maybe at like $1,200 I could see buying that, but $1,700 is what they want for that freaking Astral. Almost $1,800. And that's like no, dude, for 5080, it's not even that much faster than the 5070 Ti. It's like legit the same freaking card, same. Yeah, I don't know. That's a really hard sell for me. That's why I'm kind of disappointed that Asus didn't put out an Astral for the 5070 Ti. I would have much rather have had that card. 5080 is probably the biggest letdown of the 50 series. Um, and maybe 5070. 5070 and 5080 are probably the two absolute worst cards to buy. Um, and the 5068 gig, of course. The two best cards to buy are that 5060 Ti, 16 gig, and the 5070 Ti. Those are the two best Nvidia cards this generation. Yeah, there. I said that freaking FSR4 was going to come to the 7000 series cards way before anybody else was saying it, and everybody was telling me I was a liar and I was crazy. And now you got freaking ancient gameplays showing you that it works with a mod. They will be bringing it eventually. Yeah, I would get a secondhand one if it's way cheaper. I I would if they would drop Astral, the ROG Astral down to like say 1500, I would potentially buy the 5080 ROG Astral. I don't see a value in buying that card. My main gaming station is AMD, so buying that for $1,700, it would just sit there a lot. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, exactly, Igor. The only two, like the 5060 Ti, it is more expensive, but it's worth it. 5070 Ti is they're both worth it. Like you're gonna get your value out of them. Maybe the new once Unreal Engine 5.6 comes out, I've been testing Mind's Eye every time it gets a patch. It is getting smoother, but not at a level. I mean, I'm playing it on a 9070 XT, and I'm still getting massive frame time, like massive stutters while driving. I don't remember when they said they were going to have that out, though. Let me see. Let's see if I can read this time. Let me see if I can find a thing in here because they've been putting these things up talking about making it Unreal Engine 5.6. That first one was a massive. Well, thank you, Joseph. I appreciate that. Undervolt the 9070 XT for better performance. Figure out what's causing all the random stutters in UE5 games. Yeah, they absolutely do. Because it's like that's the only issue with Mind's Eye now. Like the newest patches have made it a lot better. And that is the only issue that's still having with that game. Simple Frog, bro. AMD equals the big cousin. All players sell video card plus VRAM, low price, plus and Nvidia big shark. Borderlands 3 live. This game is pretty good. Nice. Part of it. Oh, you're welcome, man. All right. Good night. Have a good night. Sounds. Oh wait, yeah. Are you in the UK or something? Or that's why it's getting late over there. It's getting pretty late over there. So 67% of you said that you're interested in the new current gen GPUs. Borderlands 3, good try before I check out 4. I do have it on El Steamy. Should I download it and try it on a 9070 XT for you guys? I got some Borderlands number 3 right here. 95 gigabytes. Damn. Start work in the afternoon. Oh, okay. Yeah. Good night, brother. Have a good night then. Graphics on 4 looks amazing. Yeah. You want me to try it out? I can do that. I can put up a video. You want a 4K one? I'll put it on my 990 Pro. Accept. Okay, I'm downloading it now. I'll get out a video tonight for you. Ooh, is that one of your yummies? What one? I want a. My wife got these cool cups that you like freeze this and then you put juice in it, and then you set it in there, and then it makes it all freaking. It makes all the juice kind of like icy or whatever. It's pretty freaking cool. Are these Pampered Chef? Pampered Chef? They're pretty cool, man. Yes, I will make sure I get you a video tonight of the Borderlands #3. That's all you guys got to do. If you guys want like games tested on all these damn cards, just put a thing on there and tell me, hey, I want to see this game. And then tell me the settings you want to see. And then I can do a video for it on the cards. Do you want to just see it on the 9070 XT or you want to see it on 5070 Ti as well? I could probably do it on both. I think I might have enough. I don't know if I'd be able to do both tonight though. Oh man. I didn't. I just took one taste. Just took two tastes. These guys will rat me out. Like you took like 3 bites. Yeah, it does not support frame. It does on AMD. You can get frame gen on AMD because you could turn on AMD's fluid motion frames, but with Nvidia, I don't know if it has the. Some of them you can use the motion smoothing on Nvidia, but I don't like that. Like motion smoothing on Nvidia feels like the first iteration of AFMF. Like it felt so horrible when that first came out. Yeah, we could probably get Borderlands going pretty good. I just bought an extra copy of this because it was like $8 or something a while back. So I was like, yeah, I'll buy a copy. Mostly negative recent views. What the heck, man? Oh, probably because it's expensive. Why are people like that, man? That's just weird to me, man. That's so weird. They just start review bombing games. You might be able to test Rainbow Six Siege X on a 9070 XT. I'm rocking 6900 XT at the moment and want to switch to 1440p and I want to see if it's worth the upgrade. Absolutely. I think I might actually already have a video of that out on this card. Let me just check because I've been actually playing um, a lot of Six Siege lately. But yeah, I can do one of those too. I got one on the 9060 XT, but that one's a 1080p that I've uploaded. Yeah, I can do one. I can do one. Yeah, Siege is free to play now. Helldivers 2, I don't own that game. Monster Hunter Worlds, Wilds got bombarded with negative reviews. Yeah, I know, which is weird. Stash it away for a wee holiday. Yeah. "4K 60 is not bad. Monster Hunter Wilds is trash. It's not trash. It was fun. I liked it. I've got a little bit of time played in that. I just played some today, actually. Actually, it runs really good at 1080p. 11.6 hours in that game. I actually played some Thief today. Maybe I'll upload that video for you guys. I actually played some Thief today. We're talking like, what was that one? Yeah, it was PlayStation 4. PS5. the great be rich. I made my character look like Keanu Reeves. Am I wild? Nice. Nice. Heavy with my work hours. Yeah. See, I didn't really care for Rise, man. I didn't care for Rise as much as I like. Um, I think my favorite one is still Monster Hunter World. I think I like that one better. To be completely, Monster Hunter World is probably my favorite one. It's probably my favorite one because that's where I started playing Monster Hunter at. Run the game plenty well, but the next monitor upgrade I'm looking is probably around 360 hertz or higher. So I'm mainly interested in the additional frame. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, absolutely. I will do Rainbow Six Siege tonight. And do you want to run at 1440p or 4K? With an Athlon, I don't know which one, and an RX 560. His new build will have 7800X 3D. Oh yeah, that's going to be a good build. That's what I'm running right now. That's my build right now is 7800X 3D and a 9070 XT, and it's incredible. It is freaking incredible. I love it. Monster Hunter Wilds. Next part, I play online with my friends. Next step, buy Borderlands or Monster Hunter Wilds. My first choice is Borderlands. Borderlands is a good game, man. A lot of people love it. Yeah. I probably should try playing Monster Hunter Rise again, but I should do it more on the I should try to do it on like ultra wide. Maybe I would like it more. There's that other game too that freaking what the heck was that one called? They're gonna bring it out on Switch too. What the freak was that game called? Wild Hearts. Yeah, Wild Hearts. Why don't I see it over here anymore? Wait, did I buy that one on EA Play? For gaming Rainbow Six. I mean, I can probably get Rainbow Six at 480 on 1080p. Okay, yeah, I can run 1440p. Well, it's going to be 3440 by 1440p, so ultra wide 1440p. I mean, I can do 1440p as well, but I'll probably just run it on the 3440 by 1440p. No stock anywhere. Switch 2 is going good. I like mine. I haven't played it a lot lately. MK and Metroid Enhanced. I know I need to buy. I need to buy Metroid. I I have not bought that yet. Let me see if I can get a digi copy. Metroid. Metroid. Nintendo eShop. Oh, wait. My phone just went like retarded, man. What the heck? Got to restart my phone, man. The camera stopped working. Can't believe they're charging $80 per game. That's not even that bad. You know what? I don't really think $80 for a game is a horrible bad. I just don't. It depends on the game, though. I guess it depends on the game. Some games, I legit paid $100 for Doom Dark Ages. I beat it in 12 hours. Yeah. So I mean, it's like I don't really think it's a horrible price, but at the same time, I don't know. There's too many people out there that legit make money off stirring people up over stuff like pricing of games, and so yeah, like what do you do? What do you do? I personally buy what I want to play. You spent 60 hours on it? That's nice. I mean, I could probably spend 60 hours on it, but my phone is starting. Gosh dang. Who's seen where a channel is making videos bashing Frog, which makes me ask, why do you give advice when according to the other channel you've been in PC gaming for about 3 years? Well, oh, I know what you're talking about. The 4070 super dude. The 4070 super dude that knows everything. Yeah, dude, whatever. All right, let me see. Where is that? I could have sworn. Search. Metroid. I mean, I already have Metroid Dread. Okay. Doesn't say anything about it being upgraded. Yeah, nobody cares about that frame rate X guy. 900 or 1,000. I already know it's you. So we're just going to get rid of you, buddy. Goodbye. Oh. Sorry, guys. I had to get rid of him. That little moron keeps making all those stupid videos about me, the little frame rate X dude. And he's just annoying. So, yeah, we had to get rid of him. We're not going to entertain that stuff at all. The dude has like a 4070 Super or 4070 or whatever, and he like questions my authority. And it's like, dude, I bought that card and it was okay. It wasn't like the greatest, but whatever. Dude's trying to convince me or himself that his purchase was the best thing ever. So yeah, I need to get that Metroid Prime game. I was it the new one they're talking about that it's going to do like 120 frames, or was it that one? Because if it's that one, then I need to pick that one up as soon as possible and start playing it. That freaking what the hell? Oh, I see. But when I look at like PC gaming versus console gaming now, PC gaming is really starting to be it's really starting to be a lot more like consoles, like most of the features and stuff, you can't really play any of the games. I mean, you see a lot of people being upset about like how games are essentially running right now. And it's like um you look at that and it's you look at how games are running right now, and a lot of people, they come out, people are upset that they're not running good. Supposed to be 120 frames for that Metroid 4 or Metroid, the one that's running right now. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's the current one too. It didn't say anything about it. It says switch to compatibility, but if it's like upgraded or what, I don't know. That MK though, Mortal Kombat. I don't know about that one. I'm definitely not buying another Mortal Kombat, bro. I'm over Mortal Kombat. They went all freaking weird for me, man. Started turning freaking started turning some of the freaking um male characters into female and stuff, and I'm just like, nope, I'm good, dude. We're not doing the gender swap with Mortal Kombat. I got to draw the line, man. Like these are my favorite characters. No, we're not doing that. PlayStation will get one game a year. It's awesome. I miss Jim Ryan. I just had to get that off my chest. Don't you worry, man. Phil's got Herman Hulse taken care of, bro. Good old Phil. Phil turning PlayStation 5 into an Xbox. A late to the game Xbox, man. Like, yeah, you can have our leftovers. And the funny thing is the ponies are buying those games, man. Metroid Prime 4 supports up to 120. See, that would be cool. That'd be interesting, man. To see a game run at 120 FPS on the Switch too, that would be freaking incredible. I mean, I think it's like 1080p, but even 1080p, that's still pretty good. Especially when you got 100, especially when you got a 1080p monitor that does that. More pre-orders on PS5 than Death Stranding 2. Damn, that is crazy. That is crazy. Well, next week I'm doing Death Stranding 2. I'll be covering that on the PlayStation 5 Pro. Your PS5 is an Xbox. I mean, dude, didn't Forza Horizon 5 come out and sell over 2 million copies on PS5, bro? At full freaking price. At full price, man. They were selling that game at 100 freaking buckaroos for early access. I almost bought a copy of it, but I was like, I don't need another copy of that. I thought maybe I could do like, and I was just like, nah, that's way too much work to try to capture footage and put it all together. I only do that for certain games now, and that is just not one that. I mean, I already did Forza Horizon 5 versus Gran Turismo 7, and Forza Horizon 5 came out on top. I just need to do some more I need to do more for. Oh, let's see. I guess I could do a. I guess I could have done like a. Guess I could have done like a Forza Horizon 5 versus PS5, PC versus PS5. I mean, if it wasn't for Phil, I probably wouldn't have been able to give my Xbox to my wife so that she could play her game. I mean, I could always give her the Nvidia. I could always give her the Nvidia build for it. That'd be good, right? You guys are supposed to talk more so that I have something to talk about. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think PC gaming is starting to be more like consoles, or am I just am I reading too much into it? Because I kind of feel that way, you know. After I started using the features, you know, after I started using multi-frame gen, after I started using DLSS and FSR a lot more, you know, the beginning of this generation, I started really enjoying PC gaming a lot more. I did. Like playing games at 4K now, playing games at on like all my resolutions and like having a good time. I kind of like these new features. I think they do a lot more. I think I honestly think stressing out about all of the freaking the resolution and the frame rate and all that stuff, it just doesn't even matter. When you can turn on multi-frame gen and get a smooth experience, and when you can turn on freaking, you know, like DLSS and get a 4K image, like it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Still way better than consoles. Game devs not knowing how to make games. I don't think it's. I don't even think it's that, dude. I think games are funner than they've ever been. I don't understand why people don't like see that. Like you know, there are way too many people on YouTube that are out there to just trash gaming to make money, bro. Like, and yeah, I don't know, man. I personally think games are funner than they've ever been. They're better than they've ever been. They look better than they've ever been. They're faster. The physics are better. Everything. The open worlds are significantly better than they've ever been. Like, I am loving this generation. I haven't really found a whole lot of games that I've hated this generation. This generation's been pretty dang good. Except for that freaking Stellar Blade. No, I'm just joking. Xbox Ally, Windows. Oh yeah, dude. Dude, if Windows can actually bring out Windows PC and make it significantly better, oh my gosh, dude. How are the games unoptimized? Try playing them at 1080p. They're a lot better. When you're trying to play a game at 4K on inferior hardware, bruh, of course everything's going to be unoptimized. I've been doing that. I've been testing that STG. I've been testing games at 1080p to see how bad they and broken they really are. And you know what? The funny thing is they actually run just great at 1080p. 4K high FPS on a 1080 Ti, and they don't look all that much different from then. How are consoles holding back PC? I can get an amazing experience well and above the PS5 Pro on a 5070 Ti and a 9070 XT. They run just great for me. I use the features. I run with the features and they are absolutely incredible. I don't have anybody sitting in my ear telling me that multi-frame 4X sucks and that I shouldn't use the features. I don't have anybody sitting in there telling me. I don't. Yeah, dude. I'm turning it on and checking it out by myself, and I'm actually enjoying PC gaming. I'm not finding a whole lot of unoptimized games on PC. It's a very good way to max out your monitor refresh rate. Even if you go above what your refresh rate is, you don't get screen tearing or anything like that. Like it just makes it ultra smooth. It's incredible, and it really does feel like high FPS when you're using a controller. There could be more done with games. What do you mean? Like what more could they do with games? What more could they do with games? All of the developers are pretty much at their own progression of knowledge and stuff, man. Like the more power they got. I mean, think about it. Like if that's truly the case, it's not the hardware holding back the developers. It is the developers that, I mean, like trying to do new stuff. I mean, if their last consoles had 8 gigs and they were kind of slow, and now their new ones have got double or triple that. All the features that we got on PC now all came out at the same time the consoles did. And the consoles support them. They're just not very good at doing these PC features. Ray tracing sucks, man. It's still way too expensive. Are you guys getting hit with like with like ads or something? Because we're down to like 16 freaking people watching. So I would much rather just play games. You know what I mean? After a 35 gigabyte update of several games, I will be playing my Battlefield 1. Xbox One S is the inferior hardware. Is that inferior hardware? No. It doesn't matter if they're not good. They still play the games. It's not the games that are holding back the freaking PC, bro. Like the PC hardware is so much more advanced. Like they just, I don't even think developers know how to take advantage of it, to be completely honest with you. I think it's all an assembly line lately. They just crank out whatever they want to crank out and then they move on, man. They're all making the same games. Well, yeah, you still got everybody that's trying to sit there on 10 series cards or low end freaking GPUs. Like I don't know. I mean, what are developers supposed to do, man? I mean, just start making freaking games only for current hardware? They still got to support that old stuff anyways, so it doesn't make any sense to. They still got to support all. I mean, it's not even the consoles that are holding everybody back. The consoles are what, maybe just over 100 million consoles out there sold right now. I guarantee there's more freaking GPUs out there that are inferior to the consoles than the actual consoles. I don't really necessarily. I mean, like, what else are they supposed to do? Don't blame the developers. Blame the poors that won't upgrade their PCs. Blame all the poor people that won't upgrade their PCs. I mean, you're barely starting to see developers coming out with RTX only freaking games. That you have to have an RTX capable card. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's like, why even have these features if like the top end hardware can't even run them? Dude, the PlayStation 4, I mean the PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S, they can definitely go a lot further. It's just none of them have the stomach to try to do it. They don't have the tools. They don't have the tools, man. They need tools. Crisis today still shows us that. Like, they put out a game and it doesn't work. I mean, it's like, why even buy the game if it's just crap? That to me isn't a good thing. I'd rather have optimized good games that live within a budget as opposed to games that are like, oh yeah, we got to push the features. It's like, okay, dude, I get that, but the only reason they push the features is to try to sell you new cards, and ray tracing is the perfect one for them to do that, because now all they got to do is add another bounce and it'll cripple your freaking 90 class. And then you'll be like, oh man, I got to buy a new card. I got to buy a new card every freaking generation. They run just fine, man. They run just fine. Those consoles are better than probably 50% of the PCs out there right now. What are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense to me. There are legit PCs out there that people will not give up, and those consoles are better than those. These consoles have all the next gen features in them, all the stuff to do ray tracing and everything. Maybe not that great, because if they put them at 1080p, maybe they can, but they got to hit that 4K. That's the only thing holding the consoles back, is trying to hit 4K. If they were still at 1080p, there wouldn't even be a problem. These consoles would be more than sufficient. It's going pretty good, Mr. Knight. It's going pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's yeah, I don't know. I think we've been hoodwinked by the PC guys. That's all it is. It has nothing to do with the consoles. The consoles have always been and always will be the market that everybody. Oh, PS4 and Xbox One. I was talking about PS5 and Series X. I mean, you look at what these PCs, what the consoles can do compared to freaking next gen to these PCs, and it's like, look, man, it's not the consoles that are holding anything back. The consoles are actually okay. I mean, I would believe that. I would believe that if PC could legit run the games way better with no bugs, no issues, and they were just perfect on PC. Why can't you stomach up playing on your PS5? Every time I get on my PlayStation 5 Pro, it runs just fine. It's smooth, 60 frames, looks good on my 4K screen. I don't complain. I'm going to be playing Death Stranding on it here pretty soon in the next few days. How do they look terrible? You need a PlayStation 5 Pro, man, or you need a 1080p monitor. Be realistic. Buy what you need instead of like complaining about it when it doesn't work on something that you think it. That's the thing, man. I've been trying to get that across to people for so long now that look, the consoles, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, they are essentially 1080p, 1440p consoles. Get a 1440p monitor. Play it on that. It looks just fine on a 1440p monitor. I played Final Fantasy 16 on PlayStation 5 and it was fine. Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, played it on a PlayStation 5, it was fine. I beat both of them on a PlayStation 5 on a 1440p monitor and it looked just fine. Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth on the PS5 Pro looks really good on a 4K display now. We need an update for 16 on PS5 Pro, but it's not even standards, man. It's just I don't freaking once I get immersed in a game, I don't care about stupid shit like resolution anymore. It's not even standards. It's like I buy the actual monitors that are actually going to work better for the hardware I have. If you're like look at a PlayStation 5 like they're legit 1080p freaking consoles, man, and you're trying to run them on a 4K display, yeah, they're not going to look that great. They're not going to look that great. if you get a good monitor, man, that has HDR, you can legit get this monitor right here, this 4K OLED monitor. It has a 1080p mode that I can drop it to 1080p. So I can legit play Xbox Series X and PS5 at 1080p on an OLED monitor. So yeah, you can get OLED on 1080p. PS5 Pro doesn't look much. It doesn't. It doesn't look much different. Everybody that complains about it, I just have to laugh because it's like, and like STG is talking about like standards and shit, and I'm like, dude, if you had standards, you'd just go buy a 5090. Like, why are you even playing around on a console? Just go buy a 5090 and call it a day, bro. If that's what's important to you, then you're not meeting your standards. You're the one that's to blame because you're not buying exactly what you need for your gaming. You know, your standards, I guess standards versus wallet, you know, sometimes is a bad combination that prevents. Yeah, dude, there's no such thing as standards when it comes to video games, bro. You buy a console, you should know that shit's going to be a 1080p console. We figured that out the hard way this generation, for sure. Last generation with Xbox One X and Series or PS5 or PS4 Pro, you do. I don't. I get by just fine with 4X multi-frame gen. I don't need a 5090. I get by on a 9070 XT and a 5070 Ti. PS6, it'll probably be the same thing that it'll probably be the same thing we already got. You'll have a 6090 or a 7090 that'll make it look like it'll make it. I don't know. I think it's going to still be a 1080p console. I don't even think they should try. I don't even really think that either Xbox or PlayStation should really try to do anything else visual wise except for just increase the gosh damn performance. That is the only thing the Xbox and PlayStation really need to do at this point. They need to stop trying to convince you that their consoles are 4K because they're absolutely not. You know, PSSR for PS5 Pro definitely makes a bigger difference, but that's all we really need is frame rate. I mean, dude, 4070 Ti, 300 FPS in Spider-Man, nice. Exactly. Figure out a lower prices, make the games just more performant. I legit think that last generation visuals on PS4 and Xbox One were fine. We don't really need significantly better visuals. The only thing I really wanted in my open world was just better vegetation and dirt, and I got it. Like, I'm happy now. Like, I'm legit happy. There's no more reason to buy a console, really. Going forward, like, just get a good PC that will, you know, give you the experience that you want. You know, I mean, the best I can recommend is probably watch your benchmarks or find a content creator that will put out benchmarks with your favorite games and games you like to play and kind of give you an idea of that. I would say probably 90% of the time I just turned ray tracing completely off because it's absolutely useless for me. Consoles are superior. Consoles are the best. Honestly, if you get a 1440p monitor, you can't use a controller either on PC. Oh, I see. I use this controller on my PC. I also have a PlayStation controller that I use on it. PS I think PS5 Pro is going to struggle running FSR 4. I don't know. PSSR actually looks pretty good. All and more I would give Gran Turismo to be on PC. I know, huh? I would pay more money for the games. I would legit pay more money for games. Like I don't know. Consoles are definitely a comfort food. Oh yeah, those people are not very smart, man. I mean, you can use a controller. You can do so much more on PC. It's not even funny. Exactly, dude. I can use this switcheroo freaking controller on the PC, man. Huh. Tainted Grill, it's such a good game, man. I like that game. I did a bunch of play testing for them on that. I spent like 10 hours recording footage for them for Tainted Grill. I was testing out the third person mode for them before it came out. I couldn't say anything about it, but yeah, dude, I tested like 10 hours of that. $80 for Switch games? Dude, that doesn't bug me. That's not like a $80 for a game is not like a sensitive part. It's not I'm not sensitive to that. I don't like exclusives anymore. I could care less about exclusives. Like I'm legit irritated that I can't choose to play Death Stranding 2 on PC. Like I'm irritated about that. Like I get so annoyed with Sony and their freaking stupid ass freaking exclusive crap that it's so annoying. I mean, I don't mind giving Sony money, but I don't think they deserve it for Death Stranding. Sony is the best. There's no Sony anymore. It's all Xbox. PlayStation 5 is an Xbox. Nintendo is the only one that I'll give a pass is because their games on PC, bro, would just be I mean, yeah, I don't know. There's no like real I don't think the PC guys would really care that much for the Switch games. Why do you hate Switch hardware? Switch 2 is awesome. Yeah, it's not very often that you don't get a game with controller support. And if it doesn't have controller support, you just turn on freaking Steam. You just turn on Steam whatchamacallit. Noise. Yeah, like Gray Zone Warfare, bro. I bought a freaking mouse and keyboard just for that game. And then you can just use it with the freaking you can just use it with Steam import. Yeah, exactly, bro. I get that they like emulating Switch, but the only real games that like I bought a Switch for was for Zelda, essentially. I want to play Breath of the Wild and Tears of Kingdom at 4K with HDR. I was like, okay, that's enough for me to buy a Nintendo Switch too. And then I bought Cyberpunk on there, and I was like, wow, dude, it actually runs pretty good. Yeah, big picture mode. I agree that Switch 1 was trash. Well, it wasn't trash. It was just not that good. Like it was now, yeah. Switch 1 was like, oh my gosh, man. Well, I did buy Switch 2. Switcher 2. And then I bought me some Cyberpunk right here. Some Cyberpunk. I got my Zelda, some Paper Mario, Wreckfest, Castlevania, all kinds of stuff, dude. I got a lot of games on Switch. Go with the PG. I like my Switcheroo too. I need to play some more of it. Mig Kart in your Switch too? Yeah, yeah. Mario Kart World? Yes, absolutely. Did you try to say mid kart? Mario Kart World, I'll have you know, is absolutely incredible. Probably the best Nintendo Switch game ever made. You can legit drive all over the world in your little buggy, and it is cool. The only thing, dude, honestly, if they made it so you could get out of the buggy and walk around on foot, no MIG cartridge. What is MIG cartridge? Oh, absolutely not doing that shit. Why would anybody do that? Why would anybody buy that? Seriously. What I mean, they're just if people buy that and break their Switch, that sucks to be them. I guess maybe they shouldn't have tried to get the clicksies. Like, why would anybody do that? It's just retarded, man. Well, I mean, I get it for their own ROMs, but clearly Nintendo states that they're not allowed to do that because you know that there are people out there that genuinely would buy it, use it to do their own thing. But then there's the other people that are going to buy it. They're going to steal the hardware. They're going to steal the software, and then they're going to just put it out there. So yeah, blame the stealers for making it so Nintendo has to take drastic measures. Don't blame Nintendo. Blame the freaking people that would rather steal things than pay for them. I've never understood that. They're like, well, I wouldn't do it, but dude, there's people out there that are going to steal that stuff and run off with it. And yeah, so Nintendo has every right in the world to protect their IP and protect your purchases. Like seriously, bro, you want to go out and spend $80 for a game, come home and play that because you're an honest person. When somebody else is just going to spend the money on the MIG card, steal the game, and then sell it, give it to everybody else. That doesn't make any sense to me, man. That does not make any sense to me. Mm. 1080p looks absolutely fabulous. I don't have any issues with 1080p. When you're on a native 1080p screen yeah, it looks great. It looks great. The funny thing is with 1080p, you don't even need ultra settings on a lot of these newer games. You can legit get away with medium settings and it looks incredible. The only thing that I would recommend turning up is like max vegetation and stuff like that. Yeah, 1080p on that screen looks super sharp. Looks very good. You don't have to feel sorry for the billion-dollar companies. You really don't. But if everybody steals everything and nobody buys anything, then there's no more innovation, there's no more games, there's no more nothing. As you can already see going on with the gaming world right now, it has nothing to do with them being a billion-dollar corporation. That to me is like seriously, bro. You know what? I guarantee it, Kenneth, if somebody gave you $1 billion, you'd be broke as fuck in a year. Like you'd spend it all. Like you would blow through every single bit of it. Why? Because people like you and me, we like stuff more than we like money. So we would spend it all. Well, whereas like Nintendo or Amazon or some of these companies that actually like save the money and distribute it in an equal manner or in a manner that makes innovation, that makes people get paychecks, that supports our way of life, that gives people the freedom to do what they want to do. I would much rather the $1 billion companies have the money than me get like a whole bunch of money like really quick, because I'm just going to spend it all. I'm going to blow through every single bit of it. If I become a millionaire, I would blow all of it, every single bit of it. That's what I don't get, man. Like it doesn't, it's not even about feeling sorry for $1 billion companies, bro. There's a reason why they're $1 billion companies. It's not like they make something that you actively want to buy, that you want to play, that you want to enjoy. I literally legitimately cannot think of any games that I've bought that weren't worth the money to me. Okay, you're a paying customer and don't inconvenience me because of someone else is stealing. It's not an inconvenience to you. It is legitimately against the law for you to hack into a Nintendo's freaking hardware. Like it is against the law. You are saying that you want to commit a crime to do that. Like it is against federal freaking law for you to tamper with their hardware, with their software. It's against the law. Period. It is a federal offense. So yeah, you're just lucky that it is not freaking, you're lucky that it's not adjudicated all the time. Like it is against the law. It's an actual federal law on the federal books that you are not allowed to freaking hack their freaking systems. I don't understand. Like, dude, like it doesn't make any sense to me. Like just because they let people get away with it because it is too hard to prosecute everybody for it, that's the only reason. That's the only reason. But it is a federal law, and if you get caught, you will go to prison. Like you can go to prison. It's against the law. You can't steal a car. You can't steal a house. You cannot steal. Like you're not supposed to steal. And having that mindset that it's an inconvenience to you, that to me is like, dude, like what the hell is going on with society, bro? Like we used to be better than this. We used to actually be better than this. It's because of the people that steal the shit, that go in and rip off places and loot everything. And why do you think prices are going up for us? Do you think the prices are really going up for everybody in America because they gave us like $1,400? No, the prices are going up because people are legit robbing billions of freaking dollars from stores in cities like New York and California and everywhere else. That money has to come from somewhere. That shit's not free. The insurance companies don't pay for it. Like we are the ones that are paying for that. And every time we're like, yeah, get them $1 billion corporations, take them down. We're the ones that actually pay for that shit, dude. Those companies, those shareholders, they're not going to lose their money. They're just going to jack the prices up on you so that you pay more and you're broke. That's what's going on, man. It is not a question of the companies inconveniencing you. It's against the law, bro. It's against the law. Like I don't know what else to say. It's so annoying that people get on here on YouTube and stir people up over that shit. And it's like, you know what, man? We're the ones that keep paying for it. The people like me that go out and work and buy the shit, pay for it with our money. Because I think it's scummy. I think it's the lowest form. Like I legit think it's scummy to steal shit, dude. Seriously. I don't care. Like I would much rather buy freaking the stuff that I want and support the other. If somebody stole my work, I'd be pissed. I would be absolutely freaking pissed off if somebody stole my work. If you came to my shop and I fixed your car and you drove off and didn't pay me, I'd be fucking pissed, because then how the hell am I going to feed my family without that money? And then people are just like, oh yeah, man, we should be able to steal everything we want from Nintendo. Nintendo shouldn't be able to protect themselves. Whatever, bro. I would rather have cheap. You guys complain about not having cheap games. Well, if everybody's stealing them, can't have cheap games now, can you? It doesn't go both ways, man. Like the shit's not free. It doesn't grow on trees. Like everything has a cost. Everything has a cost, and man, it's so annoying, man. So annoying that people get on this damn website and freaking stir people up over this shit. So annoying, man. I always pay for. So yeah, we all pay for the stolen stuff, man. Yeah, I want to play Death Stranding 2 on PC, man. it is stealing. Well, I mean, it's breaking a law. And even if you don't do it, even if you're going to just use the thing to copy your ROMs onto your PC for your backups or whatever else, why do you need a backup anyways, dude? Just buy your games digital. Just buy your games digital. It's legitimately the same thing. And then you don't have to worry about the little stupid card. Like, you can legit buy your games digitally. It's not yours. The machine, the Nintendo Switch too. Yes, this thing is mine. The physical freaking thing is mine. The software that runs it, that's not mine. I agreed to a freaking ULA saying that I can use it as long as I don't tamper with it. The system's mine. I can do whatever the hell I want with my system. I could go smash it in the street like that kid that did when they came out. I can do whatever the hell I want to this piece of hardware, but I cannot infringe on Nintendo's copyrighted hardware or software that runs this Nintendo Switch. I signed the agreement the day I bought it saying that, okay, yeah, I'm going to use it responsibly like I'm supposed to. I am not going to try to get into your hardware, into my hardware, and affect your user, your UI. Yeah, the hardware is yours. Do whatever the hell you want with it. It is 100% yours. But the software that runs it, sad face, that is not yours. That belongs to Nintendo, and they are licensing it to you to use on the hardware that you bought from them as a, all right, they're going to maintenance it, they're going to fix it, they're going to give you updates, they're going to do what they can to squash bugs. Okay? If you get in there and alter that software, that is a federal crime. Federal crime. And just because they do not prosecute everybody, imagine if they made the example out of you, because that's what they do with criminal justice. They make a law, and then and they've been doing this for the longest time, they make an example out of somebody so severe that nobody else wants to do it again. It's not, it is yours. It is your hardware. If you buy the hardware, yes, absolutely, it is yours. You can do whatever the hell you want to it. You cannot do anything you want with the software, though. There's an agreement that you freaking, when you go to turn this on, and you go through the little thing and you just scroll all the way to the bottom really fast and you hit the accept button because you just want to play your games, it says in there, it states in there that it is a federal crime that you cannot go in there and tamper with the software. The software is not owned by you. The software is owned by Nintendo. You do not own the software. See, here's the thing, STG. Like, I trust and believe I'm there with all of you when it comes to my games. Of course, I want to keep them forever. Okay. I think everybody should. There's got to be a better way for us to fight that. There's got to be a better way for us to fight that without freaking trying to steal shit and make the cost go up for all of us. There has to be a better way. There has to be a better way. Me personally, I made the switch to digital last generation. I buy my games digitally now. On Steam is where I invest the most money, is Steam. Okay. I don't really buy a whole lot of games. I mean, I do buy some games on PlayStation. We need to be on these not developers, but the companies to continue to support backward compatibility. That is how we are going to keep our games. And to tell you the truth, guys, there are games that go back. I mean, I don't care about any of the games that I had on PlayStation 2 or Xbox or even PlayStation 3 for that matter. Xbox 360, I do care about some of those games, but I have access to those still. Yeah, well, maybe they get lost to time and then they sell us a new version of it. I'm okay with buying the games up remakes. I'm perfectly okay with that. Would I ask for refunds if Steam went offline forever? No, I would be screwed. I'd be absolutely screwed. But seeing as they're tied to my name, like, there's nothing I can do with them anyways. When I die, I can't take them with me to heaven, just like I can't take any of this shit to heaven when I die anyways, dude. So it doesn't really matter. I would love to be able to play some of them older Need for Speed games on PC, but I can't do it unless I hack them, bro. And I'm not doing that. Like I went to school to be a probation officer, man. I went to school to be a cop. Like yeah, dude. I'm completely against freaking doing nefarious things, bro. I just think it harms all of us more than it does anything. What are you talking about? How are they screwing over anybody, Kenneth? How are they screwing over anybody though? How no, don't it's they're not screwing over anybody. They made it perfectly clear in the freaking in the little contract thing that you read to be able to use Nintendo software. They made it perfectly clear. They like spelled it out like really good. Like it's legally binding, like 100%. If you crack that, they can sue the shit out of you and like legit bankrupt you and put you in prison. They're not screwing over anybody. They made it perfectly clear that you know that if you do this, you are freaking screwed. They made it perfectly clear. Like if you didn't want to sign that, you should have taken that thing back immediately. I make more money now than I would have doing that. I make a lot more money doing what I do now. They made it perfectly clear on the thing that you've scrolled through really fast and hit that button that it's against the law for you to do that, and they could sue the crap out of you if you do that. PS1 games. It is against the law. Just because they don't prosecute it is against the law, my friends. And that's something that you should think about. Like you should think about that because they only need to make an example out of one or two people and then nobody does it no more. It is against the law to crack the game and put it on your freaking PCs and stuff. You're right. Not everything gets re-released, so you just kind of have to live with that memory forever. I'm perfectly okay with that. I swear I played a lot of games on Nintendo Entertainment System that if I tried to play them today, I'd be like, ugh, and I couldn't play them. You know what I mean? I don't know. I get the excuses and the reasons for everybody. I get the excuses and everything that people that people have for it, and it's always the same thing, you know, like, oh, game preservation and this and that. And some people do like to preserve their games. Well, buy your freaking hard copy, man. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Ever since going digital, I just don't have that attraction to physical freaking hardware no more. Exactly, man. The people that they get everybody all stirred up and riled up about it, man. And it's like, why do that? Why do that? Most of us don't even care. Most of us, I bet most of us don't even give a shit, dude. I bet 90% of the people out there barking about it probably don't even give a shit. None of them do it. None of them would do it. None of them have access or the willingness to do it. So I think that people out there fighting fights that aren't even theirs, to be completely honest with you. Let the people that want to steal things be the people that steal things, bro. Let them be their own people. Don't even get involved in it. Because that's what happens is they get all you guys, they get everybody that's like, oh yeah, man, you don't want them to steal or blah blah blah. And it's like, if it's not your fight, don't fight it. Don't fight things that are not your fight. If they don't matter to you, don't fight them. No reason to fight them. We're not a collective. We're individuals. Don't fight the things that don't matter to you. I get that it's like, yeah, we got to show solidarity. Trust me, I'm union. I know all about solidarity. But if it doesn't matter to you, don't fight about it. Don't fight for it. I don't get that whole freaking thing, man. Most of the people that do that are probably ones that are trying to skirt the law and make things more expensive to you. I did not use Napster. Nintendo will go after everybody they can, bro. They already shut down all the Dolphin things, didn't they? Didn't they already shut down all the emulators? Didn't they already shut those down? Trust and believe, Nintendo is not the company that I would try to mess with. They done nabbed their last free game. Exactly. You done got it. Didn't they like throw the book at like one of those people that did that stuff, dude? Didn't they like legit sue him so freaking bad? Like dude, they destroyed that guy's life, man. Like why put yourself in a position like that? Like why do that to yourself? That doesn't make any sense to me, man. Like I would not pirate anything. Dude, I want to play Richard Burns Rally so bad. I'm not going to pirate it. Yeah, you might be able to still get them emulators if you had access to them or something already, but the whole site, the guy that was building them, they shut that down. You could still get like the old things, but yeah, exactly. He was making money off it. Like I said, bro, it was nefarious, bro. It was for personal gain. Dude got legit freaking destroyed over doing that, man. You think Nintendo ain't playing around? You signed a freaking you didn't physically sign it, but you agreed to it. You agreed to the terms of the service to not do that, to not freaking hack into Nintendo software. Nintendo would have a very hard time coming to try to take my Nintendo Switch 2 out of my hands. They could break it if I violate the terms of service, but they cannot physically take my Nintendo Switch 2. It is mine. It is mine. Nintendo. Did you guys know I'm secretly a Pokemon fan? I play all the Pokemons. That's like the one thing I never did get into is Pokemon, period. But yeah, this is my Nintendo Switch too. I own this physical hardware. I do have some SpongeBob though. Ooh, man, SpongeBob. I was testing that game out. I got a free key for that. I got a lot of free keys for Switch, man, that I put content up. To me, man, it's a Switch. It's mine. This physical hardware is mine. I bought it. I paid $450 for it. Absolutely not. Break into my house and I'll show it to you. You can break into my house and I'll show it to you. I'll let you see the whole collection if you break into my house. Go ahead. Go ahead. Knock on that door harder than you're supposed to. No, I'm just joking. I'll show you the bird shot first. Nice. I got one of them underground collections. Those ones like the Doomsday ones. It's almost as big as the one in Terminator 2. No, I'm just joking. Did I spend most of my money on video games? I got birdshot, buckshot, birdshot. No, I'm just joking. Oh, I got 2 lightsabers, bro. I don't need guns. I got a box of lightsabers under my desk, man. Couple bastard swords. John Wick Pit Viper. I really don't have a massive collection. But like I said, break into my house and I'll show you exactly what I got. All right, I'm out. Have a good night. Yeah, you have a good night too. I'll be getting out of here in like 15 minutes. 15 minutes so I can make me some more videos. They wanted the Borderlands #3. Huh? I guess. I guess we can do that. USA just bombed Iran. Sorry if you already mentioned it. I just logged on. Why would I mention that? They did? Let me see if it's on the tweeter. I mean, honestly, I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know how to feel about it. To be completely honest with you guys, the whole thing with Iran and Israel, I know that Israel wouldn't make my wife, wouldn't kill my wife if she didn't wear a blanket over her head. So I don't know, man. I guess I'll be going with the Israel. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, I oppose any religion that thinks they can kill people for anything. So I don't know. I guess I'm there. Trump's supposed to address the country. 2:47 a.m. in the UK. Oh boy. I wish the USA would stay out of it too. To be completely honest with you, man, I don't really think that we need to be the police of the world anymore. As far as I'm concerned, everybody like if they want to go after each other like they've been doing for the last freaking 5,000 years and toppling each other all the time, go ahead, man. Do whatever you guys got to do, man. Have fun with that. Have fun. We'll still be here to buy all your guys' trinkets and crap. Don't you worry, man. We'll buy all your cheap stuff, bro. We'll buy it all. We'll buy your beamers. We'll buy whatever you guys want to sell. Just don't fire anything at us, or we're gonna fire everything we got at you. That's honestly my thing is like, look, man, if you come to my country and you try to fuck with me, then we're done. Then you're done. What you do over there to everybody else, that's you guys have been doing that for 5,000 years. Handle that shit, bro. That's your guys' problem. We left there and we said we're going to defend ourselves and do our own thing. We have no reason to be involved in any of that over there. Period. Period. We have zero reason to be over there. I mean, that's honestly how I feel about it. But I mean, if I'm rooting for somebody to win, I don't know, man. Like, I got Iranian friends. I got freaking Jewish friends. I get along great with both of them. So it's like, I don't know. I mean, if the government over there is really, if my wife went out and if my wife was standing on a car and took a thing off her head and they killed her, absolutely, I would freaking destroy that whole thing. Yeah, dude. So no, I don't know. I don't think the Jews would do that to my wife, but I don't know. Somebody trying to tell my wife and daughters they're going to be wearing blankets? Absolutely not. Yeah, we're not trying to win wars, man. We're just over there freaking trying to make money. If you think we're over there trying to win wars, no, we're just trying to sell Lockheed Martin and fucking Boeing, dude. That's all we're trying to do. We're not trying to win any wars. We're just trying to enrich the military industrial complex. That's it. Lining the that's we're not dumb. We know that. Like, we're not dumb. Did Trump really freaking bomb Iran? U.S. bombs 3 Iranian nuclear sites. I kind of already knew that was going to happen. We have completed our very successful attack on the 3 nuclear sites in Iran, including Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan. All planes are now outside of Iran airspace. A full payload of bombs was dropped on the primary site, Fordo. All planes are safely on their way home. Congratulations to the great American warriors. There is not another military in the world that could have done this. Now it is time for peace. Thank you. Yeah. Hopefully it's time for peace. Hopefully it's time for peace. Holy crap. Ooh, boy. I just want to see what it did. I want to see the damage. I want to see if them bunker busters went to 300 feet underground, man. I don't know. I mean, if China and Russia were going to do something about it, they would have already done something about it when freaking Israel been over there for the last week and a half, dropping bombs and blowing all their crap up. So I don't know, man. I kind of still feel like the United States is still like the predominant freaking superpower in the world. I don't know. Maybe it's better off for the world that way. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I know I get sick and tired of the freaking wars and stuff like that. I would much rather be able to freaking get along with everybody. And I kind of feel like Trump has that same goal too. That's why I voted for him, because I do. I kind of feel like he wants peace on earth, and I don't think that we get there with people screaming death to America, man. Like, how do we get there? How do we get there? I don't know. I don't know, man. It is what it is. It's why we elect the leaders we elect, so that they can deal with these problems so we don't have to. Way above our pay grades. I guess you just kind of have to trust your leaders. You know what I mean? You vote for the people you vote for, and then you just kind of have to trust them to do the right thing. You know, I'll tell you what, I trust Trump more than any politician in Congress. I do, because he's not a politician. And I do think that he wants peace. I absolutely believe that with every fiber of my being, that Trump wants peace. So I don't know. I know that all the other people that have been there for 40, 50 years have kept us in infinite fucking wars. Trump, I don't know. Like, if we go to war again under Trump, if we go to war again under Trump, there's no way out of war. There's always going to be war. If he can't stop the cycle of this crap, there's always going to be war. I just don't know what else to think, man. That's the reason I voted for him, is because, I want him to straighten the shit out that them damn politicians have been ruining for the last 50 years. Ever since, I get so sick of them lying and their crap. So when Trump bought in like Elon Musk and everybody else and was like, yeah, let's go through, and like, that's what I would do if I was president. I would legit not give a shit about anything else in the world, and I would legit make people, federal employees, go through every single freaking paper and cut out every single bit of waste. I'd be like, no, you guys are finally going to work for the money that we pay you. And after we're done, if you guys do a good job, maybe you'll still have jobs. If we can find something productive for you to do every day, 5 days a week from the office, then you might still have a job. But we are not going to just keep wasting money, giving out contracts to, yeah, dude, it's so bad. It's so bad. How the hell you get $34 trillion in debt? And then we buy everything from every country. Like we legit buy everything. We don't build much anymore. And it's like, I don't mind doing that, but everybody, says, oh, we hate the USA. And it's like, why? We buy all your guys' stuff. If it wasn't for the USA, like legitimately, if it wasn't for like lazy, fat, overspending, overindulgent, obesity Americans, the world would be screwed. Be absolutely screwed. How else would anybody else be able to make any money if Americans stopped consuming? What if we did? What if we just stopped consuming? What if we're like, all right, fine, whatever. I'm not going to buy $2,000 GPUs anymore. I'm going to buy the cheap shit so I can play my video games. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. I don't know. Well, I guess Trump bombed freaking Iran. So the used to be about video games. Now we're talking about, gosh damn, Trump. Why would you do that? I wanted to see Israel freaking do it all by themselves, man. I did. I really did. I wanted to see Israel bring Iran to its knees all by themselves. And then I wanted to see China piss and moan about it. Yeah, you guys, it's like, yeah, whatever, dude. They all talk tough. Like they're going to go over there and take out Taiwan and raise the prices of my GPUs even higher. Okay, let's see you guys do it, man. Quit blustering, quit freaking getting the markets all riled up, and either shut up and play by the rules, and let's all make some money and have some fun and play some video games and consume the shit out of everything on the planet until we have nothing to consume. Or, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you were fine before, but now the whole world is getting rich because we buy all that stuff. I don't know. Were you guys really fine though? I mean, Britain's only been around few hundred years longer than, no, I'm just joking. Fifth century till now. Actually, I mean, if you look, what's that guy's name? Tony freaking. What's that Brit's name? That Tony freaking, that guy that just got out of prison. He just got out of prison for like standing up for what's Tony Robinson? Is it Tony Robinson? That dude. According to him, Britain's the Britain. The UK is the new Iran. I'm just joking. According to him, it's pretty bad over there. I don't know. I don't know how much longer you're gonna be there, buddy. No, I'm just joking. Hopefully. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna take my wife to the store. They should stop. Yeah, exactly. They can't stop the wars though. It's too profitable, man. It's too profitable. Somebody's always got to be the fucking villain, dude. Somebody's always got to be the villain. Don't you worry, because America is coming after that damn villain. Whether they like it or not, they're gonna find out they're a villain during breakfast and probably die a villain at dinner with a bomb in the bed. It's history of movies. Oh, absolutely, dude. Like I freaking consume so much freaking um, medieval stuff, dude. Oh my gosh, Roman, Greek, Persian, all of it. I love it. I love history, man. I think that once you hit like 27 or 28, you just become a history buff all of a sudden. Yeah, Vikings, everything. Like legitimate Assassin's Creed is my favorite franchise on the planet for that reason. I could legit just I when I buy those games, I legit role play living in those worlds. Greek mythology, yeah. I got this book, Steve. I got this book on Audible. You might actually like it. A lot of you guys, if you guys like history, you guys really might like this one. I got it on Audible. It's called Great Mythologies of the World. Now, this is a college course.
Pressed a wish before he died.
It's a college course, so it's one of the, oh my gosh, what is it?
I did the manuscript.
I don't want to listen to it. I just want to see the title details. Great Mythologies of the World. It is a great courses. I would just, if you don't have Audible, sign up for it for free, get this book, and then cancel it, because they're like 30-40 bucks a book sometimes. 31 hours and 36 minutes of freaking Great Mythologies of the World. It's so, yeah, it's got Greek, African, everything, like the whole 9 yards, Japanese, Korean, everything. And it goes through like all of them, Vikings, everything, Thor, Loki, everything. It's all in there. And it's good. Like it's 31 point. It's like 31 and a half hours long. Great Mythologies of the World. Yes, definitely get it on Audible, and then you can listen to it like every night when you go to sleep, like I do. Oh yeah, The Last Kingdom was great. I love The Last Kingdom. I thought it was great. Absolutely, man. That's the only kind of stuff I watch anymore. I don't really watch anything else. Oh, I need flippy floppies. All right, my friends, we're going to the store. I will see you guys later. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me tonight. This was an awesome stream. Have fun. Okay, USA. We'll see you guys later. Yeah, I do need to speed it up sometimes. I do. I'm sorry. Sometimes I like to read your guys' comments and then respond to them, but then sometimes you guys stop commenting, so I don't have nothing to talk about. Because I'm so ADD, I keep on losing track. So, all right, guys, we'll see you later.